Billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, assalamu alaikum to all of you. जैसा कि प्यारे बच्चों, हम आज पढ़ रहे हैं civics का 5th चैप्टर जिसका नाम है जुडिशरी, क्लास 8th. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, कल जो हमने पढ़ा था डिफरेंट ब्रांचेस ऑफ लीगल सिस्टम, जैसा कि क्रिमिनल लॉ हमने पढ़ा और सिविल लॉ के बारे में हमने पढ़ा. नाउ टुडे, आज हमारा जो टॉपिक है वो है डज एवरीवन हैव एक्सेस टू द कोर्ट्स. जैसा कि प्यारे बच्चों, इन प्रिंसिपल अगर हम उसूल देखेंगे, ऑल सिटीजन्स ऑफ इंडिया कैन एक्सेस द कोर्ट्स इन दिस कंट्री. दिस इम्प्लाइज, इसका मतलब है दैट एवरी सिटीजन हैज अ राइट टू जस्टिस थ्रू द कोर्ट्स. एज यू रीड अर्लियर, जैसा कि हमने पहले भी पढ़ा है, the courts play a very significant role in protecting our fundamental rights. जो हमारे बुनियादी हकूक हैं, जो हमें इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने दिए हैं अंडर पार्ट 3 में. if any citizen believes that their rights are being violated, then they can approach the courts for justice to be done. While the courts are available for all, in reality access to courts has always been difficult for a vast majority of the poor in India. Legal procedures involve a lot of money and paperwork, as well as take up a lot of time. For a poor person who cannot read and whose family depends on a daily wages, the idea of going to court to get justice often seems removed. उसके लिए कोर्ट जाना दूर की बात है. In response to this, the Supreme Court in the early 1980s, Supreme Court ने Supreme Court जो है in the early 1980s devised, उसने devise किया एक a mechanism of public interest litigation, जिसको PIL कहते हैं, public interest litigation, और PIL to increase access to justice. It allows any individual or organization to file a PIL in the High Court or the Supreme Court on behalf of those whose rights were being violated. The legal process was greatly simplified, and even a letter or telegraph addressed to the court, Supreme Court or the High Court should be treated as a PIL, public interest litigation, जिसको हम बोलते हैं. In the early years, PIL was used to secure justice on a large number of issues such as rescuing bonded laborers from inhuman work conditions and securing the release of prisoners in Bihar who had been kept in jail even after their punishment term was complete. इसके बाद प्यारे बच्चों, now did you know, क्या आपको पता है that the midday meal that children now receive in government and midday meal, जिसको बोलते हैं MDM, क्या आपको पता है that the midday meal जो है that children now receive in government and government aided schools is because of a PIL, public interest litigation. इसके बाद प्यारे बच्चों, now for the common person, access to courts is access to justice. जैसा कि the courts exercise a crucial role in interpreting the fundamental rights of citizens. जो भी बुनियादी हकूक हैं citizens को इंडिया में, as you saw in the above case, the courts interpreted Article 21. Article 21 जो है of the Constitution on the right to life to include the right to food. Right to life include the right to food. They therefore order the state to take certain steps to provide food for all, including the midday meal, MDM, जिसको हम बोलते हैं midday meal scheme. However, there are also court judgments in that people believe work against the best interests of the common person. For example, जैसा कि हम एक example देंगे, activists who work on issues concerning the right to shelter and housing for the poor believe that the recent judgments on evictions are a far cry from earlier judgments, while recent judgments tend to view the slum dwellers as an encroacher in the city earlier judgments like the 1980s 1985 जो है 1985 जिसको हम बोलते हैं ओल्गा टेलिस वर्सेस बॉम्बे म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन had tried to protect the livelihoods of slum dwellers। जैसा कि प्यारे बच्चों ये जो ओल्गा टेलिस वर्सेस बॉम्बे म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन, जैसा कि द जजमेंट ऑफ द ओल्गा टेलिस वर्सेस बॉम्बे municipal corporation established the right to livelihood as a part of the right to life. Right to life is provided under Article 21. Article 21 of the Constitution. Article 21 says, ये क्या बोलता है ये article says that no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. But this is one aspect of the right to life, but another aspect of right to life is right to livelihood, because no person can live without the means of livelihood. Thus right to livelihood is a part of right to life. That is the conclusion which is drawn from the judgment in the Olga टेलिस versus Bombay Municipal Corporation case. जैसा कि the judgment in this case had tried to protect the livelihood of slum dwellers. उसके बाद प्यारे बच्चों another issue that affects the common person's access to justice is the inordinately long number of years that courts take to hear a case. वो ताखिर करते हैं, वो सुस्ती करते हैं मतलब केसेस में। द फ्रेज, इसके लिए एक फ्रेज है justice delayed is justice denied is often used to characterize this extended time period that courts take। जैसा कि justice delayed is justice denied, जैसा कि justice is the very foundation of the state. Without the judicial system के बगैर there can be no state worth the name. The judiciary is rightly called the shield of innocence and the guardian of civil rights। ये एक प्रोटेक्टर है civil rights का। but for a good judiciary it is essential that justice should be impartial। justice इंसाफ जो है justice जो है वो impartial होना चाहिए, speedy and cheap। but in this justice is not speedy but in India justice is not speedy। इंडिया में justice जो है वो speedy नहीं है। वो जैसा कि the position is the worst in civil cases, unnecessary litigation जो है, needless appeals, dilatory procedures etc. है actually denied justice to people। justice delayed is justice denied। if justice is delayed, अगर justice delayed होंगे and justice is not really done to the people, then the life and property of the people cannot be safe। तो जो property and life है लोगों की वो safe नहीं है। in India it is very difficult to get house vacated from the tenants। generally civil cases are decided in 15 to 30 years। need is just should be quick and speedy। जरूरत है इसकी जो justice होनी चाहिए, justice should be quick and speedy। जैसा कि प्यारे बच्चों in spite of this there is no denying that the judiciary has played a crucial role in democratic India। जो जमहूरियत पसंद इंडिया, जैसा कि इंडिया में डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट है सर्विंग एज ए चेक ऑन द पावर्स ऑफ द एग्जीक्यूटिव जैसा कि ये एक ऑर्गन है गवर्नमेंट का जो लॉज को इम्प्लीमेंट करता है एंड द लेजिस्लेचर जो लॉज बनाता है ये भी एक ऑर्गन है हमारे गवर्नमेंट का जिसको हम लेजिस्लेचर बोलते हैं। इसका काम है लॉज बनाना एज वेल एज इन प्रोटेक्टिंग द फंडामेंटल राइट्स ऑफ सिटीजन्स। और जो फंडामेंटल राइट्स हैं उसको वो प्रोटेक्शन करता है जो हमारे बुनियादी हकूक है एज ए सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया। द मेंबर्स ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली, जो मेंबर्स हैं हमारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली के हैड क्वाइट करेक्टली इनविजनड ए सिस्टम ऑफ कोर्ट्स with an independent judiciary as a key feature of our democracy। तो प्यारे बच्चों इसके साथ ही आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है वो कंप्लीट होता है। अल्लाह हाफिज।